Antonio Carpio is a Supreme Court justice, an advocate for rule of law in the South China Sea.
In the 30s, Chinese cartographers drew several maps claiming the Paracels, the Pratas. Some claimed the entire South China Sea. We can pass a law in the Philippines saying that California is part of Philippine territory. As long as we don't do anything about it, the Americans wouldn't even mind. I mean, if China draws a map saying that the world is part of China, nobody would care, provided they just keep it to themselves. So when China drew up the map claiming the entire South China Sea, we just smiled because it's outrageous. However, China started to enforce it. They seized our submerged areas. Mischief Reef is a submerged area at high tide. They seized it from us in 1995. Every time we send our survey ships to the Reed Bank, Chinese Coast Guard vessels would harass them and shove them away. And in 1988, they seized Subi Reef from the Philippines.
Pag-asa Island is but a speck in the middle of the sea. As fishermen work in these shallow waters, an old wreck rusts atop the reef. This idyllic island is one of the few islands in the Spratly chain with fresh water. As a result, Pag-asa supports about 90 permanent civilian residents, although there are more dogs than people. The island is also occupied by a small Navy garrison. The Filipino sailors and Marines try to keep fit and occupied. A major activity is drying the fish they catch on the reef. They have no boats, and the defensive capabilities are dated and meager.
The Chinese government has actually told the Philippine government to leave or evacuate Pag-asa Island because according to them, all of the islands in the Spratlys are theirs. Some of our populace have fear that we might be invaded.
I think China's recent behavior is not necessarily a surprise. What you're saying is almost the implementation stage of the Chinese dream. That is, China must be respected by all the small countries in the region.